have been picked up. It's K48869. It's the Vitamix 7500 64-ounce 13-in-1 under cabinet variable speed blender. I know that's a lot of adjectives, but don't panic. All you need to know is this motor is the most powerful that you can find in a household Vitamix. So if you want strength, if you want durability, if you want warranty, this is how you do it. You want that pro chef result without having to go to culinary school? Get this big deal today. These colors, we have black, we have slate. Slate is exclusive to QVC, you can only find it here. We have that beautiful red. We have white. We have 150 remaining in that white to last us for the day. And then we also have the cobalt blue, which is exclusive to QVC, and you can only find it here, and we have 200 remaining. We are off to the races, my friends, but you also get more than 150 recipes between the two books that are coming along with it. If you want to watch the DVD, you absolutely can for further instruction. You get the tamper, but in these books, in the Art of Blending, you're getting 40 recipes, and in that Intro to High Performance Blending, you're getting 116 recipes. There is a reason that more than 950,000 Vitamixes have been sold here at QVC and QVC2, because if sold separately out at retail, you go in the fancy pants kitchen stores, could cost you $545.80. Here, our big deal price is $399.96, and we have 6 easy payments of $66.66 to help make it more budget friendly for you, and we have free shipping and handling. Also, if you have a Q card, there's even more to love. We have special financing. We have special financing of 12 months, so minimum payments are required. Make this purchase on your Q card, and you have no interest charged to that card if paid off within the 12-month period of time. Pick it up. We have it on free shipping and handling. You're saving $164, and we get to spend time with Jan Muller, which is a great way to spend a day.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, my friend. Mwah. So good to see you again.
Same here.
What is it about Vitamix? Because I trust your opinion in the world of product. What is it about Vitamix that keeps you coming back to it?
Well, I bought my first one in 1991.
Okay.
You know, I had watched the demonstration for 15 years.
Yeah.
It took me 15 years to decide.
That's funny.
And that machine is still working. Wow. So one of the things, first of all, it always does what it says it does. So when we say it does the work of 13 different things, it will do the work of 13. And it does it really well, okay? So a whole food juicer, a blender, a food processor, a stick blender, a hand mixer, an ice cream maker, an ice crusher, a meat grinder, that's for raw or cooked meat, chopper, cheese grater, peanut butter maker, a hot fondue maker so you don't have to stand at the stove, and a hot soup and sauce maker. Again, no pots, no pans, no stove. So the thing that I always wondered about when I watched the demonstrations was, how can it be freezing ice cream,
right,
and then in the next minute, in the same container and motor, it's making hot soup to 180 degrees?
I think the same.
Right? Is there heating, cooling elements? No, it's not that. It's all about the Vitamix engineering, and they've been making Vitamix for 81 years. Wow. So this is their Vitamix 7500. It is specific to Vitamix's line. This machine actually has the technology that they designed and created for the world's largest coffee shop chain to make the machines quieter. So this is almost 40% quieter than our standard Vitamixes, okay?
Got it.
And then you've also got the 64-ounce under the cabinet technology. This is our largest container, but instead of being a high profile, it's the low profile.
Got it.
Okay? And the one thing that people love most about it is that it does the 13 different things. So let's start with soup.
Right.
Okay? And I'm going to make something simple. So one of the other great things about Vitamix, you can use the ingredients that you've already got in your kitchen right now. What's in your refrigerator, what's in your freezer, what's in your pantry, you know, the stuff that's in your lock and lock, okay?
It's like you've been in my kitchen, right? Right.
Right, but then you don't want to keep eating it like that. Turn it into a soup.
Right.
So in here I've got some milk, I've got a leftover baked potato, and I've got some yogurt. So it could take any vegetable, frozen, fresh, or cooked,
right,
and turn it into soup in 6 minutes. So I'll start this and I'll be right back.
Awesome. And the flavor, you're not losing a thing, because Vitamix was built to not only give you great results, but to maintain those great flavors too. So at the same time, you're doing a lot of different things at once.
Yes. Well, people buy a blender, any blender, typically to make a smoothie.
Right.
Especially over the last 8 to 10 years that we've been on QVC with Vitamix.
Absolutely.
We're finishing the 9th year.
Are you really?
In December.
Aww.
We started in January 2010 with Jane Rudolph Tracy. And since then, as you said, over 950,000 machines have been purchased just on QVC alone. And people have had them for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So when callers call in and say, I've had my Vitamix for 40 years and it's working, they know they can trust it and that it's built to last.
Well, and our testimonial line is open, so you can share your story with us today, too. That number is 800-600-1556. I've enjoyed mine for many years as well.
Yeah.
But I started with the smoothie.
Start with the smoothie.
Yeah.
This is what I still drink this every day. It's a going green smoothie, okay? We add a lot of other things to it, but this is a simple recipe. All it is 5 cups of raw spinach, a little bit of water, grapes, banana, and pineapple. Okay, turn the machine on. Like a giant hand, it'll reach up and pull everything down into the bottom of the bowl. That's the power of our most powerful household motor, 2.22 horsepower motor. It's turning the hardened, one-piece, laser-cut, aircraft quality stainless steel blade at 22,550 revolutions per minute. But the third thing that makes it work is the design and engineering of the Vitamix container. It doesn't throw everything around and bang it into the sides.
Right.
It pulls it down into the blade tens of thousands of times per minute. You can even add food to it while it's running. So if you forget to put something in, if when the kids aren't looking, you can drop in a carrot. They'll never know it's in there.
The
And in
secret
about
carrot.
60 seconds, that'll be finished. And that's all the time you need to be able to make a frozen dessert. So you can make real ice cream, or a sorbet, or a sherbet. So in this, I'm going to make a berry sorbet with fall spices.
Ooh.
So I've got water, I've got some cloves,
Okay.
allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, and a little bit of sugar.
Ooh,
Okay?
that sounds
And
nice.
then I'm going to add in fresh mint and ginger root
Oh, yum.
and frozen fruit. So this is what allows us to be able to make hot soup behind me, letting it run for 6 minutes. The friction turns it into soup. Here we're going to use frozen fruit to freeze everything else that's in the container. Put on your lid. Get a tamper that comes with it so you can process the food while the machine is running.
Right. There's that motor at work.
So all I'm doing, there's no art to this.
Okay.
Okay?
That's a good
Just
tip.
take your frustrations out on them.
Take it out on the berries.
Just take it out on the berries. Just keep pushing it down.
But it's the same
And
machine.
you'll hear the motor growl. You hear that? It's
Igor
not-
hungry.
Yes, exactly. So what we're doing is the speed of the machine is actually transferring the cold frozen fruit into the liquid and the spices.
I see.
And turning it into a homemade sorbet or ice cream.
That's a good sound.
It is a good sound.
And don't worry, your Vitamix is supposed to be growling at you. Don't think anything's wrong. It's supposed to do that.
No, exactly. Frozen solid.
Wow. Wow.
Right?
You did that so fast
Well,
every time.
Mr. Vitamix did.
That's true.
7,500.
That's true.
And look at the amount that we made.
Wow.
Right? So this is a fantastic, delicious dessert that you could be making on Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve.
I just assumed. May I dive in?
Absolutely, yes.
Gosh, look at that. I mean, I had to really dig the spoon in there.
Yeah, no, it's frozen.
It's so fresh. It's perfect for the season. Where do I find that recipe?
It's in the book.
It's in the book.
Yeah.
So I get this along with it.
You
I'm
do.
going in for a second. That is so, so good. Okay, so we can make frozen desserts.
Yep.
Our breakfast smoothie.
Yeah. So it was 2.5 pounds of solid food about 90 seconds ago.
Okay.
Turn the machine on, it ends up being a smoothie. Now I'm sure if you go to any of those, smoothie bars and you order this is what you see them making.
Oh.
Right?
And a
So
full 64 ounces of it?
Right,
I
let's
wouldn't
see
be
what
able to
comes out.
afford it.
So I had 5 cups of raw spinach. I had a banana, a piece of pineapple, and about 2 cups of green grapes.
Okay.
Liquid flowing health, because there's nothing in the bottom of that bowl. There's no spinach leaves or stems wrapped around the blades. There's no pieces of pineapple or seeds of the pineapple. There's nothing left. It's completely, totally liquefied. No lumps, no bumps, no grit. Now you could put that same drink through a high-speed centrifugal juicer because for dozens of years we thought that juicing was the best way to get the nutrition.
Right.
Come to find out, the skin, seeds, pith, and pulp of every fruit and vegetable contains more nutritional value than the juice alone.
We were throwing all the good stuff out.
We've been throwing it away.
Rats.
With the Vitamix, you don't have to throw it away. You have the texture and taste of juice, but you have whole food juice. That's why we call it a whole food juicer.
Look at that beautiful green. You
Isn't that great?
know that's good stuff. And the consistency is gorgeous. You have this every morning? You lucky.
Yes.
That's so good. It's fresh. You don't feel like there's any grit. I mean, look, you can see in the glass. There is nothing there that you have to chew on. There's nothing that's going to get stuck in your teeth. You can go into work and smile at everybody. There's nothing in between your teeth.
Exactly.
You
can take it to work
good.
with you.
Yes.
Exactly. So, because of that texture, that's why over 100,000 restaurants throughout the world, including some that we go to every single week, like Dairy Queen, that's what they make their drinks in. The Tropical Smoothie Cafe, they make their smoothies in this. Orange Julius makes the Orange Julius in a Vitamix. Smoothie King makes their smoothies in it. As I said, the world's largest coffee shop chain uses Vitamix machines to make all of those drinks, the frappes and the frappuccinos. The Outback Steakhouse restaurant uses it to make all of their margaritas and all of the frozen cocktails. So why did they choose the Vitamix instead of all those other machines that claim to be as good as the Vitamix?
How come?
Well, they do tests.
Okay.
Okay. So one of the tests that they do is called a spread test. So they make the drink that they want to serve to us and have us pay whatever it's going to be, $5, $7, $8, $10, $12 for it. And one of the tests they'll do is they'll take a white plate, they'll make the drink in the blender that they're testing, and then they'll pour it onto the plate to see if they can see anything except for the drink. You notice there's no bits and pieces of spinach. It's liquefied. There's no bits and pieces or chunks of the pineapple. It's liquefied. There's no skins from the grapes.
Not a bit.
It's liquefied. So that's why they choose this rather than a pretender blender.
I have to tell you too, the taste with something when you're using fresh is so much better. All of those flavors are so good. Okay, so the soup's been going how long?
About 6 minutes,
About
6.5 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
between 5 and 7 minutes, just depending. The way you know that it's done is when you take off the lid, it goes like that.
Oh, that looks so good.
So, but let's look.
How hot that is.
That was not hot before we put it in.
No.
No, room temp or cold right out of the refrigerator
Easily
makes no
room
difference.
temp.
Look at how smooth.
That looks like it's, just air's whipped into it.
Restaurant quality.
Wow.
Again, 3 ingredients: milk, yogurt, and a sweet potato.
That's a minimum $12 bowl
There you go.
at a restaurant. Those results alone.
Okay, so far the smoothie was good. The sorbet was good.
That sorbet is fantastic. Let's call it a day.
Okay,
Let's
good.
go ahead and end this up. That flavor is outstanding. And the consistency, I have to say, if you have soup and you know how it's kind of running, look at the consistency off my spoon. Those thick results without lumps in it.
Yes. So the
There's
kids
no
come home
other
from
machine that
school,
can
it's
do
rainy,
that.
it's cold, it's snowing, they're cold, they want something to eat. You get home from work, you want to make something really quick before you have your, the rest of your meal. Take anything in your refrigerator, and I literally mean this, anything that you've got left over. It could be frozen spinach, it could be frozen corn. Put it in here with some water, some milk, or some soy milk, or some chicken broth, or vegetable broth. Put whatever other vegetables, if you have some herbs out of your spice drawer.
Right.
Put those in there, turn it on, and in 6 minutes you've got this soup. No planning involved. And then to clean it up.
Hot.
To clean it up, this is the other reason that so many places love the Vitamix, especially bars and restaurants. I saw this infomercial on one of those wannabes.
Yes.
That kept saying, our machine is the easiest in the world to clean. In fact, there's nobody that cleans it easier. And then they started to take it apart.
Wait a minute, you just lost us.
I said, I'm sorry, this is how you clean it. You never take the Vitamix container apart.
Right.
It's designed to be cleaned on the machine. It actually acts as a dishwasher, cleaning from the underneath the blade all the way up to the top of the lid and the sides.
Right.
When we make peanut butter in this, I use hot water out of the faucet with a little bit of soap, let it run for 1 minute, cleans it completely.
It absolutely does every single time. That's exactly how I clean it at my house too. And you will be shocked. It's so much fun to do it yourself for the first time because you get results like that.
There, like that.
Awesome.